If you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? And make sure to check out my channel for videos just like this. What's going on, folks? It's Mr. Bucket List here, and today I bring the complete guide to Quantum of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. Let's check it out. So as usual, I created this video to be the one-stop shop for everything that you need to know about this cruise ship and cruise. So first, starting off with a full narrated tour that's going to be both day and night. After that will be a complete food showcase, and that's going to include all the meals in the MDR, a full buffet tour, and then also the specialty dining and things like the Solarium Bistro and some of the other complimentary items as well. After that will be a full review and tour of the North Star, one of the most popular things on this cruise ship, and then after that will be the key, the VIP package that a lot of people have questions about. So I hope this video is extremely helpful. If it is, please give me a like, give me a comment. My videos are slipping. I don't know why. YouTube is shadow banning me, so it's been kind of scary. And not only that, but also check out the full documentary to this review. So it basically is a cruise review, which includes the tours, the shows, everything that I'm showing in here, but in a review format day by day. If you've seen my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen my channel, it might surprise you. Hope you all enjoyed this video. There are timestamps in the description, and I'll see you soon. Alright, so first we have the Royal Theater, which is a main staple on every Royal Caribbean cruise ship. This is usually where you find the Broadway shows, the comedy shows, the Love and Merit shows, things like that. It's basically almost stadium seating. It does have two different levels, and this actually is really advanced as far as the technology in there. It's a really good place to come to see a good show. Stop by early if you want a good seat. And then after we leave the Royal Theater, usually, and this is no different on this cruise ship as well, usually it's connected or right nearby the casino. And again, it's no different on this cruise ship. This casino is actually called the Casino Royale. Like usual, I do not know anything about casinos, so I really can't give you all any tips or can make comments on the size of it, things like that. In my opinion, which this doesn't really mean much because this is just not my forte, but in my opinion, this was actually a really good sized casino for this cruise ship. And it actually had a lot of different machines. It just had a lot of different areas, things like that. Unlike on Wonder of the Seas, it does not have that smokeless or the smoke-free part of the casino. That's something that they pioneered new on that ship. So it doesn't have it here. But I will say, when I walked through this cruise ship, I didn't smell any smoke. So I don't know if it was because it was closed or what, but I didn't smell that smoke. And I honestly never really smelled it on any Royal Caribbean ship. On Norwegian, for example, I love Norwegian as a cruise line, but I mean, the entire ship smells like smoke because the casino's right in the middle and it just seeps throughout the entire ship. But I've never had that issue on Royal Caribbean, and this ship is no different. One thing I will say is this casino definitely did get packed during the nighttime. I got lost and I had to get back to my room, and so I walked to the casino around the nighttime, and it was just so many people. I'm like, this is where everybody's at. No one's at the shows, no one's eating. They're all down here gambling, so it was pretty funny. Now this is one of my favorite areas, even though on this particular cruise I didn't spend much time here. The music hall is a really cool, like almost bar slash club slash just performance venue. It has everything there, and they usually have like the local bands or the smaller time acts that would come here and perform. Or on my last cruise, on the larger bands, they kind of rotated from the Royal Theater to this area as well. So it's always something going on here, or during the day when it's nice and early, you can come here and just chill and hang out. It's a really nice area. I really liked it, and I just like how open it is. It's multiple floors. You can walk through in and out, no problem at all. It's never hard to get a seat. Now, also in the music hall, near the music hall, is the Diamond Club. I don't have access because I'm not a Diamond member, so I apologize. I could not get in. From what I've heard, it's just a little area with a couple of seats and like a little bar area and stuff like that. So nothing special. Another thing about the music hall is because it is double stories, it actually does have views of the outside of the ocean in the background. I saw a couple people who work from home who are here during the day. So again, it's a really nice area to come to during the day if you want to just get away from the crowds and stuff like that. Or during the nighttime if you want to see a small low-key show. It's a really cool place to come to. Now, if we keep on walking, this is where things kind of change as far as this style of ship versus an Oasis class. Yes, they do almost look similar in a way, but it's just a completely different feel when you're there. This truly felt like a mall to me, and like Oasis class ships, I mean, they're huge, they're open, they're wide, and these are a little bit more tight and compact. So it really felt like I was walking through a shopping mall, which may not be everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I like the change of scenery because I've been on a couple of Oasis class ships, and this is my first time doing a Quantum class ship. So I just like the elegance and the scale of things and just things like that. But it was pretty cool. You have a lot of high-end shops. I'm not someone that goes on cruise ships to find good deals and things like that, so I really couldn't care less about the high-end shops, but it was still cool to see when you're walking by. Now this Harp and Horn area, this little restaurant slash bar, this place was always packed. I had no idea they had a different menu. I wish I had tried it out. Apparently it's like a small little cover charge, but I did stop by for some music, which is actually pretty cool. But definitely check this place out if you get the chance. Alright, so as we keep on scrolling on along here, like I did say, it does feel like you're walking through a mall, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a different feel. You definitely do not feel like you're on a cruise ship unless the boat is just rocking, which it didn't actually do during my cruise. One thing I did want to clarify is a lot of people always ask, how do I get the ship to look so empty? Well, the way I do it is I get these videos usually very early in the morning. This is no exception. Ironically, because this was a full ship and this was a cruise to Alaska, people are always up and no matter what time it was. So ironically, this video is recorded around 5 a.m. and there was a lot of people just sitting around, hanging out, talking, having a great old time. Usually it does not look like this, so it was surprising, but that's what time I did this particular video, at least during this time period, was at 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, on my previous couple of cruises, this Sorrento's Pizza was one of my favorite places to go, but the quality on this ship just was not the same. I don't really know what was going on with the food on this ship altogether. I'll definitely get into that on my solo review, my documentary I've got coming out soon. But right now, just as a quick heads up, I did not enjoy the pizza. I think I got it twice, and both times I couldn't finish it. Even the Cafe Promenade, which you all will see in a bit, that food as well, it just didn't taste the same. I don't know if I'm just too tired of it, or too used to it, or what, but I just didn't enjoy it like I did on my last couple of cruises. But it was cool that it was there. Now, regardless of the food quality itself, if you're looking for food late at night, these are usually your only couple of options: Cafe Promenade and also Sorrento's Pizza, or you can order room service, but of course, room service has a $7.95 fee for every time you order it. So if you don't want to pay any fee, you just want to get some quick food, this is the place to come. Heads up, at nighttime, these places get packed. You'll see a huge line of people waiting to get food. And then you also have this place, La Pastry. I didn't try it out because this is not the type of food that I enjoy. This one also does have an upcharge as well, so I'll go ahead and just quickly put the menu there so you all can see it. But this is another option. And then we also have Boleros. This is another staple that's on every Royal Caribbean ship I've been on. It's pretty cool. It's just a standard nightclub. It's a Latin nightclub, but ironically for this cruise, I don't remember them actually playing any Latin music. It's more just violins and karaoke and things like that. But either way, it was still enjoyable. And then of course you have your guest services area. I did actually come familiar with this unfortunately because I had a lot of issues with my room, my card, things like that. A quick tip, if you need any type of help coming to guest services, go early in the morning. They're open 24/7, so go as early as possible. As you all can see in this particular video, nobody was here. Again, this is around 5 o'clock in the morning. If you go around 9, 10, anytime past that, you're gonna wait in line, just being honest with you. So I did want to go ahead and speak about this area right here. This is Wonderland, and I did not do it on this cruise, but I did do it on my previous cruise on Wonder of the Seas. I really enjoyed it. The food itself wasn't that good, but as far as the presentation and the experience and things like that, I really did like it. I'm actually happy I did it on my previous cruise because as you all can see once I do walk through this one, it's not that big of an area. It's like a small little room versus the one on Wonder of the Seas. It's like a double story area, nice views. It was just a lot on more of a grander style. So I can only imagine if the area itself was so small, how the food presentation things could have been. I didn't enjoy the food presentation on this cruise, so who knows how it would have been in here at Wonderland. So again, it's a really cool area, really cool experience, but if you do Wonderland, I do recommend you do it on a newer ship because it may not be the same quality or experience if you do it on a ship like this. Now, as far as this schooner bar, this place was always packed, no matter what time of the day it was, outside of early in the morning like right now. They always had something going on, people just hanging out. This was a really fun area to go to. I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have because I could never get a seat. But they had little games, like they were like guess the name of the song. They would play like maybe 5 seconds of it and you had to shout the name out. They had bingo. They had a guy just playing guitar, piano, things like that. Just a lot of little games and entertainment and stuff like that, and I always had a lively crowd. So if you're someone that wants to be around a lot of just social activities but not necessarily in the theaters or the stage shows, come here. This is a really good fun place to be. And then of course you have your focus photo galleries. So, I mean, they do actually have like areas where you can take pictures in front of like, I don't know, like the staircase and maybe like a little mural or something like that. They have all these different spots around the ship. And then they actually did a photo session on the helipad, like around mountains and things like that. I'm sure it was beautiful. I didn't sign up for it because pictures on cruise ships are extremely expensive, and I'm solo traveling. I can get pictures on my own. I don't need that type of stuff, but they are pretty nice. So not to discourage anybody that does that, this is where you come and take a look at your pictures and see how they look and things like that. So I just had to point this area out again. This is around 5:30 in the morning, and you had the coffee zombies lining up to get some coffee. Now I've never had coffee in my life, period. I don't want it. Everything I do is off of adrenaline. If I don't have the energy, I'm just not gonna do it. So it's just funny to see, but yes, this is why I was so crowded, because people were up early getting coffee. And then of course you have your bionic bar. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this actually pioneered on this ship. This was the first of the Quantum class ships, Quantum of the Seas, and this is one of their staples, just their technology, the bionic bar. I've seen this on every other cruise ship I've been on with Royal Caribbean besides Mariner, so nothing really new to me, but either way it's still cool to see. Now, while we walk through this area, I just want to say I truly enjoy how elegant this ship looks. As you walk and just look around, I mean, everything is just futuristic, but clean looking and just elegant looking. If I were to compare this ship, it reminds me of the MSC Meraviglia. That's the first and only MSC ship I've been on, and even though a lot of people like to hate and just don't like that line in general, to me, I think that's still one of the